My name is Daljit. Welcome to the show.
Hi guys, how are you guys doing? Welcome to another stream, man. Straight in England. My goodness. Shep, I won't even look. Let's just let's talk about England for a short while, okay? And I'm gonna say this about England. Frankly speaking, everybody who got really hyped up and excited about England in the last World Cup need to come down to earth very quickly, because while set pieces form the biggest, a very important source of goals in tournaments like the World Cup and the Euros, if 75% of all your goals that you're going to score come from set pieces, and then the guy who does your set pieces for you, for your national team, decides to leave for another country or another club and is left, right? You can't expect to do the same thing again. So, England's performance in the last World Cup, while they were great, it wasn't enough. And then we saw it last night. We've been seeing this. I mean, okay, there's an argument to be had that maybe you should take some time to build up for a tournament, right? You don't play all your cards at the start. You make sure you qualify. You don't have to be flashy. Don't push your players. I understand all that, not pushing your players and stuff like that. But certain fundamental things in the game just didn't make sense to me. One, Harry Kane was playing as a halfback half the time. The number of touches he had inside the box were almost non-existent, because they were trying to play him like he plays for Tottenham Hotspur. But in Tottenham Hotspurs, okay, fine. To some extent, him dropping deep, and then playing those passes out. But don't England have, do they only have one approach to games? Are they always going to depend on teams that are attacking them? Because the only way that works is if teams come out and play and give them all the space behind the line for them to go and, for Harry Kane to play that pass to Raheem Sterling or to whoever is coming on down from the right-hand side. It just didn't make sense. Because as Croatia showed, as Scotland showed, right, if they sit deep, England are going to struggle. So I don't know. I am not impressed with England, man. So I looked at the first. This was really funny because I kept switching between the Scotland match and the England match, right? Okay, this is exactly what happened. So the scoreline is 1-0 to England. Again, that game. And the scoreline was 1-0 to Croatia in the other game, right? Okay, 1-0 to England. Czech Republic, when I switched, I was watching. England are leading, but Czech Republic has all the ball. Okay, I switched over to the other side. Croatia is leading by 1-0 and Scotland has the ball. I'm like, wait, that's what I want to see, right? Maybe as a person that's watching the game, I wanted to see a bit more from England in terms of creating chances, in terms of getting what's his face in the box more often. Because Harry Kane, last World Cup, scored the majority of his goals from set pieces. In fact, set pieces and penalties, right? Hey, yes, Vasco da Gama. Love it. Yeah, that's a Brazil League shirt. Hey, hi guys. Say hello to everyone. BK Ethan, how are you doing? Nuno Suarez, Joe Mako, Andy Cliff. Yeah, man. England's so boring to watch. I mean, watching England is like watching ice melt, right? Watching ice melt in winter. That's what watching England is like. Trying to watch ice melt in winter. So you're just sitting down there waiting for the ice to melt. That's how it felt like watching England play. I mean, England are just so boring. It's one of the reasons why I don't really enjoy watching England play in major tournaments. They always do this. I mean, when I was younger, I was all for watching England. I want to watch England. I want to support England. Then I quickly learned that it was better to support countries like Scotland, Wales, Ireland. Because they go out there, they fight all the way. Kane didn't get any service, man. But the problem is, you can't depend on getting Sterling in behind the ball, behind the lines all the time. You got to look. See, having Jack Grealish starting was a major plus. I was like, wow, finally somebody says start with Jack Grealish, because you see, every time Jack Grealish takes the ball, he runs forward with the ball. He tries to break the lines, right? When teams sit back, you need somebody to break the lines. You need somebody to bring the ball through. That's a fact, right? You can't just hope that you're going to deliver across into the box and then you're going to get a header off it. Because these are all teams. I mean, the Euros are much harder than the World Cup. Because in the World Cup, you can play Panama, Papua New Guinea in the same group, that kind of shit. And score 6 goals. Yeah, we put 6 past Panama. We're heroes. What the? You could try doing that in the Euros. See whether you can put 6 past Croatia. World Cup champ. I mean, weren't they the World Cup finalists at one point? I mean, Croatia was so scary when they ended up in the finals. I mean, no team wanted to face them. So you've got really good teams playing in each group, right? So it's not that easy for you to steamroll past all these teams unless you bring your A game. And countries like Italy have brought the A game. Belgium have brought the A game. Holland have brought their A game. Right, they've all brought their A game. They brought their ability to, attack the box, to give themselves options off the bench, to try something different, go with a different formation after a while. They're all doing that, except for England. If like I said before, right? If anybody can tell me how England are going to be playing in the Euros, I'll be very happy, because I have no clue what they're doing. Nobody is happy with England. I mean, I doubt if anyone's happy with England. Except for Southgate, of course, because they made it through. Credit where credit is due. They haven't conceded a goal, but they haven't scored a lot either. 2. Okay, well, look, they made it through the next round. Let's wait until the next round, right, before we start hanging England. I'm not going to hang them too much, man, because, I believe in this. The more I criticize the team, the more they come back to prove me wrong. Okay, so I'm hoping that I'm right in the end of the day. I'm hoping that all these criticisms level at England. I mean, I'm wondering, right, of all those guys who are from England who are watching the stream right now, okay, all of you who follow the press, has there been anything positive in the press so far about the English? I know Jose Mourinho tore into the English team, that's for sure. I mean, speaking about fight, exactly, Denmark. Heroes of the day, man. Holy cow, 4-1. What a performance from England. Denmark, England. What's wrong with me? Yeah, I think that the ideal lineup for England should include Grealish. I'm not so sure about Mount, right? You don't want to have too many of these guys from central midfield attacking the lines, right? So you got one guy attacking the lines. That's generally enough. You need somebody else who can play the deeper pass, right? So if you've got those players in the English camp, right? It's okay. Wait, hold on. You can play Calvin Phillips in that position because he has the ability to find that long pass in the absence of Jordan Henderson. And I doubt Jordan Henderson is starting the next game either. So Saka was phenomenal on the right. He was always a threat with his direct running, right? Raheem Sterling is also a threat, but he's got to start. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not convinced. I can't see how England is gonna make it. I mean, I was kind of sure that England is not gonna make it past. I'm still standing by what I said earlier. Don't expect to see England in the quarters. You're not emotionally tied to any football team. Hey, but I felt sorry for Scotland yesterday, man. Croatia came. Croatia delivered. That boot of Modric is gonna be golden, right? I mean, if Lyndon Dykes had scored with his head yesterday, his head saw more action than his feet yesterday, Lyndon Dykes. So like, if Lyndon Dykes had scored a goal with his head, they would have molded his head and put it on a statue somewhere at Hampden Park. But Modric yesterday, my God, he was silky. He was so exciting to watch. So exciting. Anyway, guys, quick update. Okay, we gotta jump into my saves straight away. Okay, so far, if you guys are wondering, right, what this is all about, okay, I do a long term. There's a challenge that I'm doing called the Weird Man Journeyman Challenge, which sees me try to replicate the success that Ernst Happel had as a manager, which means that I have to travel around countries, winning as many trophies along the way within a certain. I mean, there's no time frame for this, right? So, but essentially, what you want to do is, when you're the first country, you win your domestic cup, and then attract the attention of a higher reputation club in that league, and then go on to win the league title. That's the only way you can come out of the first country and go to your second country, and then you start your journey, right? So your journeyman effectively only starts after you have been hired, right, by a higher reputation club in the first country. Now, my challenge has been, we have already won the local Turkish Cup twice. Okay, we have not done badly. I think I've won it twice. I'm not sure. Let me see now. Where is my milestones? Right. Okay, so we got this. So we won the Euro, the lesser Euro Cup in 2022. That didn't count. Then we won the Turkish Cup in 23. We won the Turkish Cup again in 25, and the same season we became the Turkish Super League champions. So we are champions. However, in that time, I didn't get a job offer. I got a job offer early here, Galatasaray, right? Galatasaray asked me to join, but I didn't want to leave, right? Oh, sorry, Fenerbahce. I didn't want to leave. I was like, I'm going to try and win a league title here first. So then when I got here in 25, I got offered the job, Zenit St. Petersburg job, right? I won the league title. I couldn't leave because the challenge specifically states that you have to go to a club in the same division, right? High reputation club in the same division, win a league title with them before you can leave. So in terms of my, that's basically it. So I screwed up. Essentially, I accepted a contract offer from the first club, and well, c'est la vie. I'm still stuck here. This was a fantastic season. I'll show you why. Okay, so essentially what's happened is we'll have to come out this, go to fixtures. Okay, we didn't start off too well, right? We had a few dodgy spells, but then I changed my tactic. Right, so I'll show you what I did. Right, something really weird happened in my save. Okay, so we played this 4-3-3. We played a 3-4-2-1 along the way. Then we switched to this 4-1-4-1. I remember the white target man system. Right, we were playing it all the way, right? All the way. Oh no, we didn't play the white target man. This is a different system. This 4-1-4-1 asymmetric system. After this blip, right? This was the old system. Then I switched to this. This system was just scary. Okay, we played really well, and then more importantly was the emergence of one of our players. Okay, so you see, this whole journey, there was this emergence of this boy, Yunus Yilmazduk. Okay, he is actually from my club, from our academy, right? He had only 13 appearances last season. He scored 19 goals. 13 appearances, 19 goals. Okay, I was banking on this guy to be my top scorer, right? Ali Bakir last season, right? So last season he scored 6 goals for us. The guy who came in to be the big deliverer was this guy, because when I changed my tactics, he started scoring in all the goals. So here, let's just take a look at this game, right? I'll show you all his goals, right? But this is our tactic we use. So those guys who be playing with me on draft mode, you probably recognize this. Okay. So let's see some of his goals. Okay. So I was so impressed with him, but now he wants to leave the club. One season and he wants to leave the club. Okay. This guy is absolutely tearing teams apart, right? Okay, so that's just one win, right? So let's go for another one. Let's just pick one where he scores 4 goals or a hat trick, because he did that. So here he scored 2 goals against Fenerbahce. Oh, this was a magnificent win over Fenerbahce in the Turkish Cup, right? Okay, so again, our boy Wonder comes in with 2 goals. Joey is in the team still. He signed a contract. Okay, so let's just watch it on the sideline view. Tarkan Serbest. So watch our striker. Where is he? There he is. Okay, comes in. Bang. He's been just popping in, scoring goals for fun. This was just one of his crazy matches, right? So here's our goalkeeper is retired from the back, chips over the goalkeeper, and then look at this, right? He keeps scoring. Yunus here. because I only realized that he was half decent when the S-Man came to me and said, you may want to think about using him in the senior team. So I went, okay, I looked at his stats and I went, all right, why not, you know? Since I was using a new tactic, I thought, okay, fine, let's try that out. Okay, then came the demolition job, man. Basak Shahir. Now, this is no Mickey Mouse team, okay? 8 bloody goals. 4 of them came from this player. He scored 4 goals. I was like in awe of his performance. First goal, Tarkan Serbest receives a slight rule pass. Then after that, another one. Ali Bakir finds him with another pass, splits the 2 defenders, comes in. And then Tarkan Serbest, he's playing as a wide midfielder, goes round, keeper fumbles, he puts it in for his third. And then from the back again, Tarkan over the top, Yunus comes in. This is, I stopped like going, oh my God, this guy is just too good. Then Ali Bakir, this is the striker that was banking on, right, for the whole season. So, this team is, they blew 8 past Basak Shahir. It was just one of our best performances of the season. Unbelievable. And I still didn't get a job. This was after, I was like, you know, come on, Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, give me a job. Nobody wanted to. So then we came here. And then, how many hat-tricks does he want to score? He scores 4 in this game. Last game of the season. Alte, okay, also in the league. We get 7. They get a player sent off in the 6th minute and then he goes to work again. Scores another hat-trick. It's just unbloody believable. No, it's not that I'm attached to Kashim Pasha. I want to leave. I just want to go to a bigger club. I got offered the job at St. Petersburg. I can't leave because I've developed this team and I've basically come up with a working system for them, which is the same system I use in my fantasy draft matches, right? And I want to leave for another club. But I also want to play a different tactic. I don't want to play this anymore. I'm bored of it already. So I want to play like a 4-4-2, right? But in order to play a 4-4-2, you got to kind of like, find the right players for your system and then go on and build it and then, fit those players in and eventually your 4-4-2 starts, doing well. I mean, I'm doing a story of Forest as well, Nottingham Forest. I'm going to do a short little update on my Nottingham Forest save. The story with the Nottingham Forest save is very simple. I got bored playing my 4-3-3, right? I'm now very bored of the 4-3-3. And so I went into a 4-4-2. So the first half of the season, not very good. I mean, I didn't lose a lot of games, but I didn't win a lot either. A lot of draws. And then I discovered the video is coming out tomorrow on footedness, right? Explaining the movements of players if they're playing on their preferred foot or if they're not playing on the preferred foot, right? So how does the player perform? How does he move? So after I did that video, because that video was based on a question from you guys, right? So once I did that video and I was sitting down going like, hell, man, I should listen to my own advice. I went back to my tactic, changed it a bit, and I swapped the strikers. Bang! My strikers start scoring hat-tricks after that. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. Just started happening. So, look, he has scored so many goals for us. So, yeah, I really am hoping that I get a new job, man. So far, the job transfer market isn't looking very good for me. Job security. Look, everybody is like, okay, let's filter everything, right? Okay, let's filter and just go to, which country am I in? Turkey, right? It's okay. Look, everyone's okay. Insecure. I can't go to Genjilsbury. I can only go to any one of the ones above me, right? So, Kashim Pasha, I can only take these jobs. Fenerbahce, Besiktas, Trabzonspor, or Galatasaray. So all of them are secure. The only way is if I continue to win the title. That's all. So last season, we won the title. Season preview this season has us 9-1. We had the Champions League this year. We have a problem with this club right now. Very simple. The biggest issue I have right now is this position. My goalkeeper. So I've got one with 14 aerial reach, 13 handling, and 15 reflexes. Not the kind of keeper I want. I want rushing out as well. So I don't have that in a keeper at the moment. This guy's rushing out is good, but his handling is poor. So I'm waiting for... Have I got transfers coming in? Oh, Berkan Flitz, transfer offer made. Everybody wants this boy wonder now. I mean, he's developed quite okay, I guess, right? It's not too bad. I mean, it's pretty average development as far as I'm concerned, right? Not like some of the other players that have just exploded in terms of development. And in terms of my facilities, in case you guys are wondering, right? I'm no Mickey Mouse, man. State of the art, state of the art. Don't play. Okay, we are now one of the best. Yeah, I had to do a video because of the footedness, right? I had to go and do a video just now about footedness, so I had to explain how to do footedness. So in this tactic, I've intentionally set it up with this player playing here on his right foot. Now I got him helping to score a goal, right? So he was playing as an inverted wing back, so he just stayed in this pocket of space here. But in my tactic, he is not supposed to. He's supposed to go around this way, or he's supposed to hang around here, then go this way, because he's supposed to attack the box. Unfortunately, we didn't win because it's okay. C'est la vie. Such is life, right? So now what I have to do on today's show is several things. First up, we are doing this, and then I have got a tactic to look. I mean, I think I can look at a tactic. Hold on, I'll save the game. I think I have somebody, Matt, and I think I've got these two, right? So I think somebody sent in two tactics. So I'm gonna have a look at them. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna play them because that would mean that I have to play it on a shish kebabs. This is my 4-2-3-1. Yeah, it is. This is my copy of K. Alright, I think which one is the correct one? Wait a minute. This is a bit attacking, and this is got track. This is a center prong attack. But both can work. Both can work. Kashim Pasha 4-2-3-1 out. Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna just save this game and I'm gonna look at the thing. Yeah, exactly. When I was playing against you guys the other day, right? When I was playing against you guys the other day, and I was playing the when I was doing the whatchamacallit, when we were doing the we use a spotting save. When I was doing the what was it I was doing? We were doing fantasy draft, right? And I was playing and I couldn't get Salah to score, right? And I figured it out very much later in the game that he was playing the wrong position. Then once I switched him over, he started playing better. Bloody idiot that I am. Useless. Took me too long to figure that one out. Downloads. This is not gonna work. It's gonna take too long. Okay. Just copy these two. Put them in tactics. I'm gonna have to very soon start playing my Baldur's Gate, man. Okay, let's look at William. Okay, let's just play this game, right, with this tactic inside it. This is friendly, is it? Okay, shish kebabs. Let's just ignore this. Go on holiday. Oh shit, this is my development save, right? So I got to make sure the calendar is set correctly. Complete training style. This is already. Wait, this is this is holiday, right? So complete. Okay. We got two friendlies. I'll just holiday mode all the way until Empoli, Mets, Villarreal. What the hell? These are all friendlies. What's wrong with my club, man? Complete training. Why is this complete youth? Complete training. Okay. All right. Complete training. Okay, so we just copy, paste. This is how I do training, guys. It's not rocket science. It's just the simplest way for me to play. Paste. This is how I do training. It's very simple. There's like no biggie, no genius way of playing. I just do the same shit every time. Okay, all right. Okay, so schedule. Okay, where are we? we're gonna have to play these four. Okay, we'll just play these friendly games, right? We'll just see how your tactic does in friendly games. Okay. Okay, go on holiday next match. I know that's the problem, right? Who won the Euros competition we took part in? Yeah. Who was it? I can't remember, man. Who won the Euros competition? I have to remember. I forgot. It was a live stream. You can check the live stream, right? So I totally forgot who won the Euros competition. I'm doing well, man. Admiral, how are you? The asymmetric system from hell. It's not that bad. I mean, like, aren't you happy I'm using Chico? You just won the last one, right? I just decided to stop using my asymmetric system. Yeah. Now I'm just using my my 442. Okay, so we've got this tactic, team selection. So I'm just gonna play it. We'll see what happens, right? Okay, we got Nunes, Goncalves. These are just let's just make sure that we've got the right kind of players here, right? So I always advocate you get, if you want to play these two positions, they have to have bravery, right? So this guy doesn't have bravery, so he can't really go in and do you any favors by chopping players down. I know this is a friendly, and some people are gonna say, hell man, this is only a friendly, where the hell? But the thing is that you still need to see the patterns, right? The patterns of play. If you don't see the patterns of play, even in a friendly, they're not gonna show up in the big game, right? And screw tactical familiarity. It's not even important in the game. Tactical familiarity only counts for like a small little fraction of this, because as the guys on Discord have showed, they are changing tactics every month, right? In their hot potato challenge. Doesn't really matter. So you shouldn't bother. So all we have to do is want to watch the comprehensive highlights. We just want to see the patterns of play, right? So to some extent, if you're a stronger side, you should be able to take care of some of the weaker sides. But we're going to see build up, we're going to see the transitions, and we'll finally going to tweak the tactics slightly if it needs tweaking. I saw some automatic duties. They're okay. That was a nice run, right, Mazzala? But I think he's offside. No, he's not. It was a good goal. Yeah. This is your set piece, not mine. So the thing about set pieces, you gotta think about the reset, right? So whenever you create a set piece, now let's say the defense wins the ball, you gotta think about the reset, meaning your players are gonna move into their normal positions when they do have the ball. And that was set up correctly because Eduardo came straight back in through the middle, which is nice. So your set pieces are set up quite well. Their defensive line here is there. You don't have to change it, right? Once you see that happening, your defensive line is fine, right? So this is an indication of okay, people always ask me, how do I know my defensive line is correct? Okay, watch this. Okay. Now, it's easier. If seeing this here is one way, you can also do it this way, right? Now, watch what this guy does. If he steps forward, if he has to step forward a lot, then your defensive line can afford to be higher because he's very deep. He has to come up to pick up the ball. Because when you do a press, you want to win the clearance from this player. So this is what we call a defensive line trap, right? Okay. So he plays the ball. Look at him. He just has to. Yeah, that's fine, right? It's perfect. Your defensive line is just the right height. So you're looking at. See this? This tells me that they got plenty of players in support. The guy cuts inside. He can go wide. He can hold the ball up. But he goes for a corner. That role here might be an issue. Winger, wingback, central midfielder attacking, Mazzala attacking. This is the reason why, because both these guys ran forward. When they run forward, he runs out of options to pass the ball, right? So they only got the two guys on the flanks. Now, they left each other, if you look at this, right? So we go back here. This is the other guy. So he's going. He says, okay, thanks. Thanks for all the fish. I'm not getting involved anymore. So he's gone. Then he goes. Hey, there's no more options really. I mean, part of the reason is this guy's gone on the flanks as well. So let's look at his take Fury's cross from D cross. Holy shish kebabs. Okay, one thing, right? You gotta understand one thing, right? It follows your mentality first up. So he's gonna be attacking, right? Taking Fury's just means that he's probably not gonna maybe hoof the ball up. But whole position doesn't really work on some players. So you gotta look at like traits. Like he gets forward whenever possible. So he's gonna say, to hell with your whole position. It's not working for me. So let's even if I changed him to, does this guy have a trait? Okay, we'll just, for the fun of it, right? We'll just drop this guy in and see what happens. So I've just removed the player. So you kind of like, when you do that holds position, he still ran with the ball because he doesn't have any options to pass the ball because the two guys in the middle are running off, right? So if you want to give him options, right, this role can be a Mazzala, or it can be a Carrillo, or he can have a stay wider instruction, and he can be on support instead of attacking the box, right? Because you got all these players attacking, right? And your attacks are going to fail on the flanks, especially when you got the overlap as well. So this guy's just going to overlap. They're both very aggressive in their mentality. This guy's going to just drift inside. Like this, yeah, your attacks are going to, there's not a lot of variation in the attack patterns, right? So what you want to see is you either use traits like invert, cuts inside with the ball, like moves, there are wingers that have, you can play a winger with cut inside the ball. So sometimes he goes down the flank, sometimes he cuts inside. So that's what you can do. I mean, we might be a good team, but we got our first goal literally against a run of play, right? So these guys are the ones doing all the attacking. We scored a goal because we had a good reset from a set piece. But, this is like England again, right? And he goes up, holds up the ball. He's going to go because he's an advanced forward, right? So he goes, looks for options because he's in the channel, doesn't find any, puts the ball in the box. Okay, let's tweak this slightly, right? Okay, so first up, I want to change his role to an inverted winger on support. Okay, so he comes in. I'm going to remove the overlap. Okay, this is a take Fury's cross from deep, cross him. Okay, when you do all this, these guys aren't going to be going up the pitch, right? So because he's holding position, so this guy can afford to be more attacking. Right, this guy is also holding his position. I take it that he's going to hold his position. Okay, so yeah, why didn't you just tell him to attack? Now you got this player, tell him to be a pressing forward and support or drop off, right? Or maybe even a false nine. Okay, so just make him a false nine. Okay, now we've got these two guys attacking, this guy dropping off. Now what we need to do is find players that can support the flanks, right? So as these guys come up, they need help from these two players. Now this is one time we can actually do something really radical. Got double. We can go Mazzala on attack. We can also do a Mazzala on support. If we probably a lot of people are panicking right now because there's so many bloody attacking duties on the pitch. Okay, so we got this. We got overlap left. We can do an overlap, or you can actually do what is focus play. Okay, so what happens is every time we get the ball, these guys are going to help transition the ball forward. This guy's going to drop, and then we're going to create space for these two guys to attack. Okay. So now, counter, higher defensive line, standard, yeah, fine. We might as well do this because, you might as well go all the way or here, right? There's no point being halfway now. Why? Because you've got these guys holding the fort for you, right? Okay, and this guy's going to attack this pocket. Okay, so this is what we can do. Run a defense, play for set pieces. No, let's not be cheeky, or we can actually, in case you want to do that. Okay, shorter, higher tempo. No, let's go with standard, a bit more, giving our players a bit more options. Like this guy is going to probably make the long pass. This is very, very bold because we're using two Mazzalas. Because they're both going to roam. This guy's going to attack the pocket here. We got inside forward here. That can work. Okay, instead of using I'm actually toying with the idea of doing underlaps. Because if I do underlaps, these guys in the wider positions, these most likely the wing backs are going to look for guys on the inside running. So we're going to do an underlap instead of overlap. Okay. So what will happen is these guys are going to look for guys inside doing the runs. I'm going to remove the take Furies because otherwise they will not be looking at doing those through balls. Okay. So now we got them playing through balls, right? So okay, let's see if this works. Damn, a lot of tweaking just to see if something works. Yeah, I'm going to try and see whether it works. Okay, now this guy is going to go down. Now they're not going to... okay, let's look at this guy, right? Pellegrini runs the ball down the left, knocks ball. You have to remember, right, your mentality is already quite aggressive. Right, positive mentality. So those guys are still up the pitch. Remember his underlap? He's like taking the whole thing to a new level. Attacking, right? So he's gonna attack, right? They're not just gonna hold their position. They're gonna because of the underlap and overlap. Look where he is right now. Okay, we just broke somebody's leg. So you could do something like this if you wanted to. Okay, wing backs on auto. This is like super safe. I mean, it's very, very safe. A bit too safe. If you are, in my opinion, is a bit too safe. I would probably play something a lot more aggressive. But this, if you wanted to be safe, yeah, this is one way of doing. F9 holds up the ball, right? Okay. Then the Mazalas come in. The wing backs protect the flanks, right? So the wing backs look inside, and this is, yeah, we get a nice move. We get nice movement because players are now looking inside for the runs, right? So if you've got players doing runs, then we got with the winger more inside forward. Got Mazala coming in. So there are plenty of options for us to do take advantage of the underlaps. Basically, whenever you use inside forwards, underlaps are a good option. Okay. Quote unquote miles. So you see the ball goes wide, he's gonna look, he's offside. But still, okay, it's a bit better. No, I mean, there's got so many players attacking, right? We're just gonna do this. We're gonna drop the tempo a bit. I'm just gonna drop the tempo. What ball into box? Yeah, that's it. F9, Mazala going Mazala in the half space, Mazala in the half space, inside forward there. Yeah. Oh, sheesh kebabs. Hey, Neil, how are you, man? You got knocked out by Finland? I want the new Baldur's Gate, but waiting for it to be finished. Ah, man, Baldur's Gate is okay. I mean, it's still playable. I've been playing it quite. I mean, I was playing it for a really long time. But there was a problem with my setup Windows, right? So there's this app, right? So it was playing, it was funking around with my, it was messing around my football manager. That was basically the reason why I stopped playing Baldur's Gate for a while. I have to go back to playing Baldur's Gate. It's my first love, man, for RPG games. Okay, so you see what you've done right now is you've given yourself options, right? See? Instead of him running off like a bloody yo-yo, an idiot, right? You used to run off on his own, right? See what happens when you have a wingback who doesn't have that get further forward? Because you're playing these wingbacks, right? You're using the auto rules, right? So we're using the auto rules, but you know, this you wanted this, right? So I'm going with it. I'm not suggesting it's a good or bad move. Personally, I'll be using wingbacks on support. There's another way of doing this tactic, right? So there's another way of doing this, which is kind of still workable, still not a bad move. And now we're gonna take all this off, and we're just gonna go wingback on support, right? Not automatic. We're gonna go wingback on support. Hey, wingback, support, yeah, support. Okay. Sit narrower. Well, when this happens, right, it means that when the attackers come in, when the opposition has the ball, they're driving at you. What does this mean? It means that he stays inside, he tucks inside with the defenders, which means that you actually need somebody up front who's closing down more, right? Okay, so tell him to sit narrow. Then we look at this guy. We tell him to close down more. He's already closing down more because you got a team instruction. I think your TIs have been set. Yeah, okay. All right, that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna have to pay attention to this guy, right? So we got this wingback attacking. He's holding up. Okay, now we got another inside for you. Let's just make it funky, man. Let's remove all this. Okay, here, okay, this one is quite interesting because we got Mazar on attack. So if we send this guy on attack, it's gonna be like too many funky fellas. Okay. You can tell him to be a wingback on support, but this time I tell him to have an underlap. So he's gonna have an underlap on the left. This guy doesn't really need an underlap now. Okay. Yeah, we'll have an underlap on this side. Okay. All right. So we are right. Defense is fine. Play for set pieces. Let's just remove that. Right. We're gonna see what happens. Okay. Distribute fullbacks. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Done. This is done. Okay. We're just gonna play a bit more aggressively. Okay. This is just another option. Right. So let's. Okay. So now what I want to watch is watch him. Right. Early move. Right. You can see he's going. He's waiting to go. So this is what I mean. Right. See that? He's tucking inside. This guy is closing down. That's what you want to see, right? That's what happens when you tell a player to sit narrow. Okay, when you tell someone to sit narrow, that's exactly what they will do. But he needs somebody to help him out. So this attack duty didn't do that on the left flank. If you notice that, right? So he doesn't come in. So unless you want to, so this guy you cannot tell him to sit narrow, right? This guy has been told to sit narrow. He can't sit narrow because he has to go out because this guy is not going to help him defend. So this is how you get, because I see too many people putting sit narrow as like a default thing on all the defenders. You gotta understand what you're doing with it as well. So here we go. Okay, bang. Now watch what happens, right? Now we give them the flanks. They come down. My fullback's gonna tuck inside. The guys on the outside, they're gonna track, and then they're gonna snap the challenge right in the third, right? So that's what we want to see. So this is another way of tweaking it. I mean, here if you are playing with an F9, you can play with other roles as well, like a deep line forward and support, or you can jazz it up. You can use a trequartista. Okay, the final role can be a F9, DLF on support, trequartista. So all three can work. So far, let's do. When you have a line of engagement, right? The line of engagement is triggered by. Okay, now we got much higher line of engagement. It means the guys in front are going to trigger the press. But because we're using F9 as well, so it's going to be interesting. So you can play with a much higher line of engagement, or if you don't want to, you're one of those guys. Okay, when you want to play with a standard line, this makes sense when you're playing it with something like this, very high, right? But if you want to play a deep mid block, for example, this is a mid block. Okay, let's go mid block now. Okay, all right, lower line engagement. Then this doesn't make sense because nobody is going to attack the spaces, right? Because we got all these guys at the back, right? This is built for camping. Now we want to do something different. Okay, so we do something different. So now we have somebody attacking the space. We got Enzo's forward. We got 1-2 buckle my shoe. Let's go winger on attack. Let's keep him happy. Can he? Okay. This guy can do the diagonal. Okay, he can do a diagonal pass. Now this guy, we don't need so much. We can turn him into a central midfield support because I have no idea what I want to use here. But I'm just going to see what he has to offer. Tries long range passes like to me. Okay, so he's going to dribble with the ball. Okay, now we got this guy. This is not looking very good. We'll just wing back on support. DLP on defense. We can turn this into a moving pivot. So we got this whole pivot moving up and down the pitch. We don't need this we don't need another ball playing defender here. Why? Because sometimes you're having too many ball playing defenders, too many cooks spoil the broth. So you don't want to have. I personally usually only use one or two. Depends on my setup, right? So if I want my ball playing defenders to come up and bring up the ball, I sometimes use two. But then that's when I don't use a DLP. I use something like a halfback or DM. Right then my ball playing defenders will end up doing this. In the transition, they'll pop up in these kind of areas from deeper positions. Okay, so we do this Mazzala inside forward. Mass inside forward. This winger is going to bomb down the flash, stretching the defense. So we do wider a bit, so we can say hello to this guy. Now, if I do a underlap here, it kind of kills the inside forward. Alternative B is I turn him on attack duty, but somebody has to find him with a pass. He has a tries long range, also possible. But both can work, right? So we just do this. We can do work ball into box. We can go a bit more direct without passing. And we play it like this, and I'll hit the get stuck in. Okay, so what's going to happen is now this becomes a very aggressive block. So what I want to do is I want to draw the opposition into a block. And the moment they get into that block, the players will snap into a challenge. When they snap into a challenge, we're going to try and hit them in transition, right? So please show me what it looks like. Thank you. Oh man, come on. Actually, now I'm playing with a narrow. I'm playing with narrow defensive width, right? Oh, we don't need that. Can do this. I mean, I'm already dropping. Why do I want to go into a very narrow shape? I don't need to do that because it's just asking for too much trouble. Like giving them so many routes to my goal, right? Instead, I'm just gonna drop off, let them bring the ball up before I snap into the challenge. And I've added focus play left and right because then when my wing backs bring the ball up, there are players that will support their transitions. So this is just another way you can approach it. So it all depends on what you want in your tactic. Okay, let's just go into and go to key highlights. Mes, Santos. Left only. Not gonna work, man. It's so not gonna work. Yeah, sorry, guys. Wait. Okay. What are you, Tabitha? Tabitha, left only. Okay, I don't know whether you can score goals, but never mind. Diego Thomas, you go here. Obviously, the other guy is just going. Really, he wanted me to be a mezzala. Oh, he wanted me to be inside forward. I'm useless at the job. Does not dive, brings ball out of defense. Okay, Brakanka. Okay, fine. No, this is not Kashif Pasha. I'm just doing something like some guys asked to help, some help with tactics. So I just loaded up this save, and I just went in there, just showing them what they can do with their tactics. So there's multiple options with this mess. You can also turn this into like a triple creative middle. This is one of my favorites. But then you want to do this, you turn this guy into a DM. Okay. Then Yao, I will use a wobbling defender. It's like a triple in a group in the middle. You still have focus play left and right, but now you got, whenever the focus goes either left or right, there's a playmaker. Right. So on the left, there's like a Mazzala. It was not a playmaker, but he is like he does play the creative pass, and then you got one roaming playmaker here. So this is one other way. So there's so many options with your tactic. I just don't particularly like wingbacks on auto in a 4-3-3. That's all. Because you need those wingbacks to get up the pitch. Otherwise, these two duties in front, they don't attack the box as well. Because then it just becomes these three trying to break down the defense. And the only way that's going to work is if you're playing with a low standard block. Okay, so the next one. Oh, we normally do this on Wednesdays, right? We don't normally do this today. But I got a few, so I'm just dropping these tactics in. 4-2-3-1. Let's just play this next game. The tactics doesn't seem to work. All tactics don't seem to work, man. All tactics sometimes don't work. What to do? Such is life. Okay, let's look at this. 4-2-3-1s are fantastic tactics. I love 4-2-3-1s. It's so much fun. Okay, pam. Okay, why AP? DLP and AP. In a 4-2-3-1, sometimes this doesn't make sense, right? Because these two are so close together. But it can still work. You just need a very good AP, and because if that holds position, this guy's a roam, right? So you gotta ask him to roam. Yeah, I will definitely add roam to him. And then you got complete forward moving, so you're actually creating space for this guy to score. So let's make sure he can shoot. Finishing 9-13. Okay, guess what? Okay, he's apparently useless. Okay, so let's go and look for other players who have got a left foot. Right foot, no. We need a left foot. Luca Vido, no. We need a left foot. Johan Cabral, no. Dude, anyone here with a left foot? No. Sorry, we don't have a left foot. Damn, we don't have a left foot. Andre Spora, left foot, no. Okay, anybody here with a strong left and right foot? That's all I want. Okay, that's it. Damn it. Where's his tactics right here? Fairly strong, very strong. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, what about Goncalves? I need fairly strong, very strong. Okay, that's okay. Okay, so we got two players I can use, right? So this position, we want somebody like, okay, Thiago Tomas. What about him? Tactics, reasonable. Reasonable is not good enough. Okay. We need somebody who's got two. Okay, he can play. He can first start, we're gonna check whether he can play in the position. Second thing, we're gonna check whether his feet. Very okay, we can play this guy. Okay, we're gonna play Joao Cabral here. You want to make sure the guy has got a left foot at least, right? Okay. What I suggest instead of AP, somebody just links up play. I would go AMS if you want that kind of holding. You want to make it a bit more defensive, or you can use in that tactic, right? Let's watch the transitions, right? I suspect you can actually get away with a shadow striker. You can actually get away with a shadow striker. Then you got a lot of options to attack the box. You got shadow striker, complete forward. Shadow striker can work off the complete forward to get into the box. You got inside forward on the right flank coming in. You got shadow striker as well. I mean, I have to look at the roles, the duties again. Normally, I don't do tactics today. Today is just an exception. We have a few tactics I want to look at. I think we got Joseph and another one, and then after that, it's back to Kashim Pasha. Okay. All right, let's look at the 2D screen, right? Okay. All right, so what I'll do is I'll pay attention to this. This guy is, wait, we want to pay attention to our playmaker in the middle, right? Brakanka. Okay. Watch what he does, right? Hey, he's okay. He's moving around. He's helping, but you see, he's not really in the game. Right? He goes like, hey guys, give me the ball. Like how Harry Kane was playing last night, right? He was everywhere, but nobody gave him the ball. He had fewer touches than Karim Benzema. Like, he's gonna become like a Harry Kane. Just watch this, right? He's gonna look for, okay, somebody give me the ball. See, that's the problem with having AP right in the middle, right? They're gonna look for him to pass the ball, but when you can't pass him the ball, he just becomes a spectator. Right. So there's two ways of fixing this, right? Okay, first we can play old school a bit. Let's go focus play. This is different, right? Okay, so I'm gonna be very narrow. That means I'm always looking for playing the pass inside. The priority is to play. Basically, I'm trying to do a vertical tiki-taka, right? So Braganca is going to be in position to receive some passes, provided they give it to him. Okay, okay, he's there. He's, they don't want to use him. That's the only thing I don't like about AP. Okay, he's going to drift in and out of games. So I prefer using the vertical tiki-taka, a bit higher tempo. Okay. I haven't tweaked the tactic any more than that. Just want to see whether Brakanka gets more involved. Hey, defensively, he's doing a job. But so far, he has had no touches in the game, right? We've all seen it, right? So the highlights have shown he hasn't received a single touch. Okay. Okay, we got as narrow as we can. We can't go any more narrow. See, Jovan has the ball. He plays forward. See what happens? So you got a striker running off on his own once in a while, and that's it. He's just hanging about, doing bugger all, which is kind of sad, you know what I mean? So we're just gonna watch this for a while before I come up with an idea, or we come up with an idea. Again, you see, I'm looking for this. Does he pass him the ball? No, he doesn't. Look at that, right? He goes. Oh, finally, he's got a ball. What does he do? He links up play. That's all he does. So the AP in the middle in a 4-3-3-1 has there aren't many situations where I see him playing very well. Okay, so what we can do is let's change things around. Maybe we play a standard line of engagement. He might get involved. We're doing all kinds of wonderful things just to see. Okay, maybe focus play to the middle. Now everybody passes the ball to the middle, right? Okay, maybe this might work. Never know. Okay. What does focus play to middle do? It means that players in the midfielders, okay, they all actually they will move towards the middle when it comes to passing, right? So more passes are focused through the middle. Now we've got AP in the center. We got DLP as well. So let's see if that works. The only problem with focus play through the middle is opens up your flanks. It does. So you gotta be careful. Especially with some tactics, right? I've seen some, especially in PvP. I played with PvP with some guys, and I can recognize when a person is focusing play through the middle, and I get very excited because then I can just go and use my 4-4-2. Because his flanks are going to be open. Yeah. Okay, so far our AP has not had a contribution to make in the game. Seriously, he has had no contribution. So we're still waiting to see what the AP does. Yeah. We're doing our best here with the AP, man. Okay, now let's try and tweak it, right? We're not going to give up. We're not giving up. Okay, we got AP here, CF here. Okay, let's okay, let's give him a reason. Okay, we turn this guy into an advanced one. His focus in life is just to attack the box. Okay, now AP, inverted winger, DLP, right? We got this combination here, right? So we have focus play on the left flank. Okay, all right. So we got these three guys who should be able to create some chances with this guy attacking down the flanks, and now we've got this. This guy is going to attack the box as an inside forward. This wing back is going to come out. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay, so we're going to do still play shorter passing, narrow tempo, and that's it. Okay. All right, we still maintaining the AP, but we're trying to make it work, right? So we're not tweaking the tactic. I don't like to tweak people's tactics too much because I don't know what kind of players you have, right? You could end up in a situation where you got to go out there and sign a new player, and that can be quite a bummer, right? So imagine somebody telling you you can't use the 4-2-3-1 anymore. See, our 4-2-3-1 is having issues. Bloody, very, very bad issues. So this is what 2, 3, 4. Who's here? Yeah, it's just bad defending. Okay. 11, 10. First rule of thumb, don't play like that. Yeah, we gotta put somebody else in here. Okay. 4-2-3-1. Another problem with the 4-2-3-1 is you always have to make sure your two central midfielders are good, like damn good. Yeah. That was off a throw-in, right? So it doesn't count, right? But we are paying attention now to a new guy in the middle here. Okay. I think this is slightly better though. This is more potential. Did I drop the... Yeah, I did, right? So can still do this. Let's go standard passing, slightly high tempo. Why am I changing my passing and my tempo? Because I'm playing on a deeper line, right? So I'm playing a mid block. I don't want my passes to be like long, a short rather. I want them to be at least have some length to them. The other thing I don't want to do right now is I don't want to play our defense. I don't take my own sweet ass time to get the ball. I'm down a goal, right? So I want to get a result. Okay, so when you are down a goal and you want to get a result, why do you play our defense? You play our defense if you can go and take control of your opposition third and you can do something with the ball because you bring the whole team up the pitch with you, right? That's what play our defense will do. But if you remove play our defense and you have like a structured tactic with a couple of attacking duties, what will happen is they don't waste too much time bringing the ball up. So it can actually work to your advantage. I think yeah. Okay, we're doing AP right now, right? So we can, yeah, AP now looking a bit better because we've got this focus play shenanigans going on the left hand side. So his rating is also gone up, right? 7.1. Okay, now we're gonna turn this guy. Now the problem is, right, when you do something like this, where you have like a fulcrum here, okay, where you want to pivot your attacks around, right? So here we want to pivot our attacks in this area so that we unlock this part. Then a support duty here is very good, right? What if we don't have an AP? I hate APs anyway. So you can use an AMS, you can use an Engash, right? Okay. But there's another option that you can use. It's called Trequartista. Now Trequartista will drop in and also join the attack. So now what we have is, okay, now we got 3 burgers here. So to turn this guy into a complete forward. Complete forwards are harder to find right in the game. So advanced forward is not too bad. So we go with a triple dynamic. We can go Trequartista. Trequartista will drop and then attack. I met somebody, I have seen someone's tactic on the last Bring Your Tactics where Trequartista, and it actually worked. It actually worked, man. And the other thing I don't get is when people say, I don't have players for a Trequartista role. I mean, dude, seriously, Trequartista, the only reason why we're playing him is because we want the hard-coded movements in a Trequartista, which is he drops deep and attacks the box. That's what he does. So if that's what you want your player to do, then go for a Trek. It's a simple, don't overcomplicate roles in the game. A player can play any role in the game. You just need to understand what the role does, right? Wingbacks dribble with the ball, hug the line, attack the box. That's what they do, right? Fullbacks are not as aggressive as wingbacks. That's the basic difference between the two. A Trequartista likes to get involved in play, will involve other players in the game. Okay, he likes to drop deep, link up play, and then he'll bust the gut to attack the box. So what do you need? You need a player that has got very good work rate and stamina and decisions and off the ball. That's all you need to look for in a player, and then go like, okay, fine, he can't score the goals, but okay, fine. But he can pass the ball, fine. I'll still play him as a Trequartista because he can pass the ball. So it's a way too much overcomplication. Just don't fall in that trap. Especially when you go to play lower league football. Yeah, when a person comes to me and tells me I don't have any Trequartistas in lower league football, I'm like, okay, I give up talking to the person straight away. because then you're being defined by having to play the game with very fixed attributes, which is not the way the developers designed the game. A player can always play any role. His attributes will tell you how he does versus the rest of the league, for example. So if your attributes are on par with the rest of the league, he can still play the role. That's it. Just keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate the shit. But you can definitely play like this, okay, which is this combination. You can go a Trequartista, or you can do something like a Shadow Striker. But if you do a Shadow Striker, you want to attack the box, right? I would recommend this role be a pressing forward and support, or a pressing forward and support, or a DLF on support, or a complete forward and support. One of those, because you just want this guy to vacate the premises, so he attacks the space. Or you want a role that either drops off, or you want a role that moves into channels. So you see what's happened? The box was empty, right? So there's no striker there. There was no striker there because we had somebody vacating that area. So the Shadow Striker now had a reason to attack the box. So and the Shadow Striker doesn't dribble. That's the fantastic thing about the Shadow Striker. What he will do is when he gets the ball, he will actually pass quickly if he cannot get into the box, right? So you look out and you got inside forward attacking the space. So you see what has happened here, right? So we're gonna have to watch the Shadow Striker at work. Okay, now they swap. You see that? You look at the Shadow Striker's movements. There he goes. There he goes in front of the DLF again. That is why the Shadow Striker is one of the best options in a 4-2-3-1. Easily the best option. The role that you want here is somebody who does exactly what we saw. But in order for you to play with a Trequartista, you need to have two very solid central midfielders. Because if you don't have those two solid central midfielders, you leave a gaping hole in your tactic. And the final thing is, when you do your focus play instructions as well, you got to be very careful. You got to be very smart about how you use focus play. Now, we've only done focus play on the left. We haven't gone to the right. We haven't done it through the middle. Don't do it through the middle. Because then when you do it through the middle, your flanks open up. Because focus play kind of like, because when you move your players, you also open up the flanks, right? You open up other areas of the pitch. So you can do something like this. This is one funky way of playing it. I like this. Okay, you want to see the ultimate funk? This is the ultimate funk. Trequartista, Shadow Striker. Now, when you have a Trequartista, two Trequartistas on the flank, what happens is those Trequartistas also drop. So when they drop, the Shadow Striker has even more room now, right? So he's going to have a lot of fun now. So your Trequartista, your Shadow Striker becomes like the guy that nobody marks. Nobody knows where he is, right? So you got your Trequartista, so nobody can pick up a Trequartista. It's so lovely. Lovely. So yeah, this is another way of setting it up. In fact, I like this a lot. Very new, very, very annoying. I think I played against one of you guys, right? You had 3 Trequartistas in your tactic. I didn't know who to mark. So I ended up having to play with I had to end up using my asymmetric system. Such a pain in the ass, man. Yeah, target man on top also can work. Yeah, definitely a target man can work. Okay, now let's go target man on top. Man, we're having a lot of fun with this, man. Target man on support, definitely can work. All right, so but do you need to ask people to pass the ball to the target man? Not really. All you need this player to have is strength. Okay, he doesn't have any of the above qualities. We need strength. We need strength and jumping reach. He has none of the above. Okay, let's look for somebody. Okay, anyone here that has got strength? Dear Lord, what kind of a team do I have? Okay, where's strength when you need it, man? Ouch. Okay, if you don't have a strong target man, it can still work. Only problem is, I've used shorties as target man before, short players as target man. The ball does get to them, but they need strength. And they need to be able to explode. But I usually never play them in front, right? As lone strikers, I always use them on the flanks. On the flanks is more fun. Because they hold up the ball, right? Then others, they pass it to other players, playing off them rather. Okay, so that's it. So these are all your options with the 4-2-3-1. You can go TM, you can go Trequartista on one side, you can go track. I'm not joking. It's wild. Yeah. People are gonna say it's a stupid thing to do, but this game has no rules. Don't let other people define how you should play. Just go have fun. That's what I do. I have a 4-4-2 which has got two Trequartistas in front. Alright, so if people can play two advanced forwards in a 4-4-2, why can't you play with two Trequartistas? If you can play with two fullbacks, why can't you use two Trequartistas? Don't be say you can't. In fact, you probably confused the game. Like how, I think, was it Calamity confused the game with his 5 target man system. There you go. How do you mark this guy? Target man this time, right? There was no Trequartista. Look at that. Simple as. Okay, Trequartista's moving all over the place. You got this shadow striker, you got one Trequartista dropping deep. What does the Trequartista... See, this is the thing about Trequartista, right? This is something that people don't seem to understand. It doesn't matter who the player is. Look at this guy, right? Trequartistas always pull defenders out of position. Watch this. They got a nice line of 4. He gets the ball. What happens here? Kiss my ball, baby. Makes the space for this guy to come in. So we got a dilemma for the defender, right? That defender had a dilemma because the moment he pulled one guy out, and the shadow striker went in and the target man went in. They both went in, and one defender had to take care of 2 players, and he had what we call a decisions dilemma. I call a decisions dilemma in this game when one player has to choose between 2 players to mark against. That is why Trequartistas are so good in this game. Very, very unused role. I mean, the whole tactic just changed, right? Right, because we used totally unheard of. We're using funky roles here now. Okay, so your target man, shadow striker, Trequartista. That also can work. This is nice. Target man will drop, shadow striker attacks the box. We saw that dynamic between the two, right? And this guy comes in, pulls another defender. How sweet is that? The only problem with the Trequartista is, of course, you got to think about your flanks, man. There's a reason why we don't do this. You don't do this. If anything, you do this. If you are bold and beautiful, you do this, right? But you don't do narrow. You can't afford. When you have 2 Trequartistas on the flank, you can't afford to do that. Okay, so now let's see. I think I have one last one. Joseph. Yeah, Joseph, your tactic. And then we return to our wonderful friends at Kashim Pasha. I don't know why I'm using my tactic there. Okay. All right, next game. Yeah, I'm going to answer the questions now. Hey, anybody wants to do fantasy draft? Waiting for... oh, no, I can't do it today, man. Kids are coming home. I can do fantasy draft Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays while I'm suffering from lockdown syndrome, right? But I can't do it most other days. I won't be able to do it. Dropbox. Then we've got... Why am I going to Dropbox? Documents. Tactics. And we got yours tactic here. All right. Oh my God. Dear Lord. Okay. Right. These guys are going to come up the pitch. That's all. You want to create a tactic like this, these 2 guys better get up the pitch. They don't get out the pitch, you are toast. You are toast. Why does... Okay, I don't understand this part of the tactic. Okay. Why do you have a CM on defense and this guy is on support, but this guy is on attack? I mean, wouldn't it make more sense for this guy to be here? So it makes more sense for this guy to be in attack duty. Okay, so that's the only thing. Red Pearl? Yeah, Red Pearl is going to be the next to put his name to the trophy. Oh, Godspurs had his debut. Godspurs came and did draft mode, right? And they won on his debut. With his very, it was a battle, man. He's 4-4-2, man, 4-4-2. I couldn't beat him. Very annoying. Got off to a good start, but then c'est la vie, man. Godspurs took the title. No, it was Godspurs, right? Godspurs took it. But yesterday, BK Eaton won. Was it? Chico, you won, sorry. All right, let's look at this, right? So, want to watch this. We want to watch the left flank. We're only watching this flank. Yeah, I'm not interested in this flank. I'm only interested in this flank. This flank might give up goals. All right, with the reason being, okay, we got Mez here, we got wing back here, we got complete wing back who roams. Yeah, not too bad, right? I agree. This is not a bad role. But I think this guy should be on attack duty. But I think my complete wing back has got to get further forward. Gets forward whenever possible. Okay, so let's see how he does without that little thing. But he's gonna get forward anyway. Hey, Godspurs. Peter Massey is here as well. Where's Peter? Oh, you, Peter. Oh, man, yesterday Chico was bullying everybody. I'm happy, Chico. Okay, see this wing backs, right? You see the wing back on the right flank is like, hey, give me the goal, give me the goal. I'm here for you. That's what the wing back does on attack. You see, when you play narrow systems like this, you're taking a lot of risks, right? You're taking risks that with your flanks, because in order for them to score a lot of goals, those wing backs have to be part of the attacking equation. They have otherwise you don't get any goals. I think that, wait, I don't think I would change this tactic too much. Yeah, I'm going to put a attack duty here. That's all. Okay, underlap right. Okay. I mean, yeah, you can see, but you don't need it. Yeah, he's still gonna see all these these runners. Here, this guy, advanced forward, Tracotisa, Shadow Striker. This role can be, this guy's gonna drop off. This guy's gonna attack the box. Hit the early cross. No play our defense. That's it. That's all I want to do. We're not playing our defense. We're gonna go fast, high tempo, because you got so many players attacking. We have no need to like play our defense. You just go. This tactic does not need play our defense. You want high tempo and you want to move the ball quickly. All right, so that's all we do. That's what we change. This tactic is gonna have issues with. I think you'll have issues with play our defense. You can even go like long kicks from the keeper, right? If your front players are very strong. There we go. See, the thing is that advanced forward, right? This role is the only role that I'm a bit well, I guess it's still okay, I guess, because once he comes down the flank very quickly, you want him to deliver the ball towards the advanced forward. Yeah, the flank that's more weaker is the right flank. Remember, notice that where we have the attack duty, right? This attack duty here. But no, yeah. So far it's not doing too badly. Yep, not doing too badly. Okay. Let's tell them to start the press a bit earlier. We can do that with this system. This will push these guys up a bit as well. Because when they do that press, right, they pull everybody up the pitch with them. There we go. Because the first line tends to affect the rest of the press as well. So now the thing is, we got these two guys at the back, right? So we do these two guys. I noticed what's happening at the back. mark tighter because it's a 2-on-2 all the time. Right, so we want them to mark tighter. Because we don't want the ball is in the air, we don't want it to bounce. We want them to, challenge for the header straight away. Right? So we want it closer to the two defenders. Because the moment the ball hits the ground, we've lost the game. You cannot afford to let the ball bounce. Now because we're playing with such a aggressive. We're playing so aggressively. Consider a goal from a set piece with a little help from my friends. Let's see now. Let's see what else we can do. Yep. Okay. He's got plenty of support. There's no reason why he cannot pass the ball, right? So we don't need a focus on the left and the right. Yep. Oh, work ball into box. I don't know whether you have it. Okay. Okay, let's drop the hit early cross. I'm toying with the idea of not playing with either hit early cross or work ball into box. Let's remove both, right? Because a lot of crosses are coming in. I'm removing a lot of things, man. A lot of PIs are being removed. TIs rather. Why did I remove work ball into box? Because wingbacks are going to be so high up the pitch. I don't want to waste them. Let them make the decision on. If you always ball into box, then crosses are not your priority. When in reality, crosses are your best bet, right, in this game. Because you want them to deliver crosses. If anything else, early crosses make sense. But, so far it's okay. Okay. This is like camping in the opponent's half, right? So, okay. The tactic can definitely work in so many ways. Let's drop this now. I'll get stuck in, use title marking, use the offside trap. I don't like the offside trap. I mean, you should take it off. We scored before the changes kicked in. So what happened here? Advance forward. Yeah. Crosses the ball. Doesn't waste any time. Right. We don't want to do this work ball into box nonsense. Yeah. This tactic doesn't need it. Or hit early cross. Don't. Just play the game. Without those two modifiers. Okay. Alright. There we go. Off he goes. Bang, bang, bang. Bulu, wulu, bang. Goes all the way. Hey, baba. It's fine. Okay. He can't work ball into box. Right. We told him not to work ball into box, right? That's exactly what I want to see. Because if he goes all the way up and then he starts looking for passing options, the players haven't reached him yet. What's going to happen is he might lose the ball. You could get hurt in transition. Yeah, it's simple. Hey, Gospers. Yeah, man. We have to go toe to toe, man. You're 4-4-2 and my 4-4-2 again. I am not happy. Are you working right now? I don't mind firing it up just for a bout. Let's do this, man. Get in the ring. Get in the ring, Godspurs. Come on. All right, see what happens when you don't play work ball into box. When you play work ball into box, this is a tactic that does not need work ball into box. Doesn't need player defense. In fact, the two instructions might work against you. Okay. Especially these super narrow tactics, I don't like work ball into box. Unless I can control midfield. And you have a register that's moving forward. You've got a attack duty as well. So they may not be around when you need them to defend. So hell man, we ain't wasting time. You don't want to waste time. This is you probably won't get a lot of possession, but yeah. Okay. Okay, we just drop back, right? Okay, what happens if I turn these two guys into... Okay, let's be a bit more defensive. Okay, all right. So we've taken the lead. Maybe this is an option when you want to attack, right? So, okay. Let's tweak this, make it a bit more defensive. All right, if there's such a thing. Okay, so wingback on support. Wingback on support. This guy's a D, okay? So, Maz is what? We'll change his role, right? DLP on support. Okay, what's happened now is I got a hold position, right? Mez is gonna go this way to support this guy. This guy's gonna, okay, I get this whole CMD thing here, All right, because track is playing. The track is playing here. Yeah. Okay. Same thing. Yeah. Guess it can work. Yeah. It's a bit more slightly more defensive. It's not like very defensive, but I just taken out the two attack duties, right? That's all. That is fine. That's us, man. Yeah, who did? Yeah, somebody distracted me yesterday. Oh, yeah, right. It was like, nah, I wasn't that distracted. I mean, it's easier to do draft mode when you're not streaming, right? Because you don't look at chat. Like, hey, boom, the guy changes his title, you don't notice it. You're looking at the chat. Yeah, looking at the chat. People ask you a question, you're thinking about how to answer his question, and then you're looking at your game, the links. You know, you don't see the things linking up. All kinds of excuses I can make for my bad performances. I know. All right, you see this? It's a bit more tighter now, right? In transition, you can see your wingbacks are back in position. They're not bombing forward. Your DLP anchoring the defense. These guys are coming in. You see that? They're all flooding in. It's like the defender goes out, the wingback goes into the center because there's nobody in the middle. Yeah, this is the only downside with this tactic. Okay, other than that, yeah, simple, easy. And then when we win the ball, we don't waste any time. There's no play or defense. Just get the ball up and attack. Yeah, definitely possible. It's not bad. You finished your shift about 5 hours ago, watching for a bit. Before sleep next Monday, I might play 4-3-3 for fun. Alright, changing tactics, eh? 4-3-3. Okay, Cup. Okay, I'll make a 4-3-3 as well for draft mode. Let's see whether your 4-3-3 against my 4-3-3. I have a funny feeling I know what you're doing. I have this sneaky feeling you're going to be playing a 4-3-3 DM with one advanced forward, two F9s. That's my feeling, right? That's exactly what you're going to do. Why? How did we concede this goal? See what happens when I talk? Okay, there we go. Green, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No center. Yeah, there's no center, right? There is absolutely no center. There's only downside of this that. Defend, brother. Okay. Mez is still a problem, yeah. Okay. We should all do 4-4-2. That would be fun. And then it's like, dictating what tactics can be used in draft mode. That's not fair to everybody. That's not fair, man. That is so not fair. I won't do that to you guys. It's like telling people you can't use inverted wingbacks, right? Kind of thing. Or you can't use these. I don't know. I won't do that to you guys. That's so unfair. Have fun, man. Okay. So now we're just trying to anchor your team a bit more. Okay, there. It's working because we got a D. We got defend duty right there. And we're keeping the ball without work ball into box. Idiots. Oi! Supposed to shoot by now, Okay, listen. Okay, now they're dropping back. See that? This is what I wanted to see. But that one right through. Because Uncle Joe had offside trap, right? Idiot. I'm scolding myself because there's stupid things to do. Don't play with the offside trap. I keep telling you guys that all the time. Do not use the offside trap. You're asking for trouble. The offside trap has not been implemented. Until they separate the set piece creator from the tactics, I wouldn't recommend using offside trap. I don't think you should. I mean, of course, some people might disagree with me. Everybody has a right to play the way they want to, but I personally don't use the offside trap. I think it's just too much of a headache. Especially when I see my set pieces giving up goals because of the offside trap. Yep. Are we on comprehensive or key highlights? Damn it. Will these highlights move? I want to get back to Kashim Pasha. I want to go back to Turkey, man. Yeah, there's no... You see that transition, right? This guy didn't move. Okay, so there's a track advanced one. Okay, we're going to change this guy to a roaming role. Yeah. All right, so give it a bit more. I mean, these are things you can do in a game, right? So we want this guy to drop off so the players can attack the box. We create a bit more vertical movement. Because what you want to see is sometimes a lot of vertical movement. This guy will always attack the box on his own if the ball comes from the back to the front. Right, so this gives me a bit more verticality in my tactic. So this guy will drop, and then either one of these two will attack the box. And it's credit because your tactic, I don't know what to call this formation, is essentially giving a 4-4-2 a run for his money. Quite an impressive XG as well. Okay. Let's save the game. No, Kabir. The AI has used inverted wingbacks. Depends on the manager's. It depends entirely on the manager's tactical profile in the game. Right? Yes, I've seen it use inverted wingbacks, and I get so excited when I see it as well. Not a lot of managers in the game play with fantastic tactics. Only the AI does it. Some AI managers do it. Okay, we got Tarkan Serbest, who's the existing one. Julianus, okay, fine. Confirm. Okay. I don't know. I may have kicked out the. Okay, I have a problem in my save, right? I said it at the start. I have to get a keeper. Simons, have I been looking for a keeper? Why have I not been looking for a keeper? Shortlist position. Keeper 6 on my shortlist. Ersin Destang. Okay, seriously, I can't afford. Well, this guy is not bad. 15, handling 15, reflexes 16, rushing out 12. Contracted to that importante player. There's no way he's coming to me. Mehmet Karaguz. I'm leaving him there just in case I get the job, right? We don't rip off our own teams. Okay. I'm gonna do player search. I'm just gonna find a keeper. I don't care if he's. I don't need to worry about whether it's Turkish anymore because I've got so many under 23s in my team now. Aerial handling reflexes, and I also want rushing out. Yeah, I got all three now. Okay, so let's drop. No, reflexes are important. Handling is important. Air reach is important. Rushing out I can drop to about 11. Okay, done. All right. Interested in a transfer. Okay. That's it. Let's go for 16. Champions League quality. And then air condition. Since I'm such a cheapskate. What did I just click? Why did they all disappear? Clear. Something happened, right? I must have. Oh, listed, idiot. Okay, might as well just look for anybody listed. Yeah. Why didn't I think of that first? Pick aerial reach, reflexes, handling, rushing out. 15. Okay. Listed. So we got some guys who are listed. 8.5, 700. How much money do I have? 37 million. Man, we can afford to have it. We can afford to splurge after all these years of being a Scrooge. Simon Sluga. Let's scout him. Assign scout for scouting pool 2 weeks. I know it's expensive. I still have a lot of money. Hoffenheim's. Okay, that's not good enough. Okay. These are all the listed ones. Simone Mignolet. Hey man, come on. Approach to sign for 275k. Hey, offer him a trial. Let's see how it does, right? Offer Simone Mignolet a 2-week trial. Okay. August. Yeah, we can't sign anyone now. The transfer window. I can't remember what the transfer window in this league is like. I have to check here. Rules. Max. Where's the transfer? There we go. Okay, transfer window January to February. That's normal. July to September. Hey, we are in a transfer window. There we go. 1st July to September. Yep, I can definitely sign a keeper in this window. Okay, All right. So we got him. Okay. Try what? No. Try one Tricotisa at 2 AF on white in 3 metras. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, because the Tricotisa always drops deep. Okay, we got a striker. We're not interested in him. We got too many to begin with. Okay. I'm gonna discard a lot of things. Okay, one. Yeah, we're not interested in this. 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 Okay, done. That was quick. Okay, done. All right. Where? Bursa Spo. We're playing them already. Calendar. Balanced early season. What else? Tag. Okay. Right. Okay. Pediolase bid rejected. Not working, is it? Okay, so can I just sign him? Age 11 to 17. Okay, we'll just scout him. Handling 13 to 20. Reflexes 16 to 20. I mean, seriously, at the age of 37, right? I'm just signing a player based on reputation right now. Let's see. 4.4k a week. Finances. I got a budget for him. Oh, except yeah. Per week. Transfer budget per week. I need to see something in annual. Okay, preferences. Where is it? Ages yearly. Yep, now I get it. Okay, now I know how to. It's easier for me. I find it much more easier if I do it on a like annual. Right, it's so much more easier. Request the year suggestion for goalkeeper. Christian Walton, scout player. David Soraya, scout player. Scout player. Okay, done. First we get him. Now we go scouting. And then our player search again. Okay, let's see now. We've got so many keepers now. Timo Horn. This is a keeper that's been playing for a while. Okay. I'm gonna go. Who can I sign? Okay, we're just gonna scout random players. I can't send my scouts everywhere. I'm not picking any of the major countries. I won't be able to afford them. Done. Okay, just gonna scout a couple and then we're off. Reject. They always want my keyboard. How's Mazala doing for you in 442? I've never been able to use it well in a 4-2. I don't use Mazalas in a 4-4. My Mazala in a 4-4-2 is doing very well because of the way I set up my tactic. I'm not going to tell you how I did it because you got to beat me. I use a Mazala in my 4-4-2. The thing about the Mazala is going to support a flank, right? So whenever he attacks, he supports that flank. That's the important thing you have to remember. So another thing about Mazalas is because they go into the half spaces, you got to think about how you're using the half spaces to build your attacks. You're gonna have lots of attacking options with the Mazala. Let's see how it does. Okay, quick pick. Tactics. What do we have? Okay. We got Babachan, the two defenders, my inverted wingback. Joey is a halfback. Who the hell is this? Aidin Uchunchu. Dokukan is now 24 years old. Haspulat is 25 years old. Ali Bakir is 19. Yunus is 18. So this guy that isn't been in the club long enough. He needs one more year to fill that role. Joey has been in the club long enough, so he's gonna be the 3. I need to have 3 players at least. I'm not sure. I want to put Tarkan Sebes here. The 2. This guy is like he's the shadow striker in my system. Let's see if this works, right? So, got first game of the season, man. Hey, Jungsa, how are you, man? I like one Trequartista. I like Trequartistas in the game a lot, man. It's so much fun to use a Trequartista in a 4-2-3-1. It's so a lot better to use a Trequartista than some of the other rules. The interesting thing is how we performed last season, man. Last season we were ramp. We did so well. Look at that. We won the title by a nose. 82. Oh, it boiled out to the last few games of the season when I switched to my asymmetric system. And then we managed to win the title. Now I'm just hoping I'm hoping one of these clubs gives me a job. They still don't want to give me a job. Bloody hell. I got to beat Galatasaray, man. How do you play teams that when they drop their defense? How do you play against teams that drop their defensive line, especially qualities that hit on the counter? I usually play a 4-2-3 mid block with a fast F spearing the attacks. Well, if they are dropping deep, right, then it's a case of okay. There are two ways of beating these defensive teams. One is you don't play with a mid block. You just go all out attack. You just go with a very aggressive attacking pattern, which is like, sometimes you have wing back. You might even have 4 attack duties, like a wing back on attack, a wide midfielder on attack, like a 4-4-2 with winger attack, wing back attack, all driving in, right? But you keep the center solid, like, you have 2 support duties or defend and support, and then you got 2 strikers, and you just literally go camping against them. With a 4-3-3, then same principle, right? Maybe you have a lot of attack duties again, and then you attack the team. You just try to hammer them into submission. That's one way. Now, sometimes it doesn't work because they're very good at defending against you. So you have to ask yourself a question: what kind of team do you have? Do you have that kind of team that can afford to play like that? Do you have defenders who are fast enough to get back and help you defend? If you do, then go for it. If you don't, then you can't play that way. Then you have to draw them out, and that means you have to look at things like narrowing your defensive width. Right? Maybe you want to play standard line of engagement with standard defensive width first. See whether that dropping your line and trying to win the ball in midfield. So things that are good to do is going to be the out of possession instructions. Like maybe you drop it here and then you are playing with a tight marking. I'm playing it differently. This is a very different tactic. This is one of my asymmetric tactics, right? That did well for me last season, probably because the AI was a bit lost when they handled it. The guys on Discord say this is my devil tactic. I don't know. I mean, sometimes it does okay. Sometimes it doesn't do okay. It's just a what? Why am I not showing you all the tactics? It's one of those weird tactics I have. You never use a Trequartista role in any system. You should start, man, Rock Pie. Have fun with Trequartistas. Trequartistas are a lot of fun in the game. They can be a lot of fun. Because Trequartistas, they do a lot of vertical movement and tactics. So you always get a lot of options from them. The weak thing in my tactic right now is my goalkeeper. Where's our top striker? There, Yunus. Man, halfway through last season, I get a message from my coaches telling me you have to include him in your team. I like, they come up to me and says he's been performing very well. So he was scoring like tons of goals inside the youth leagues, right? So I looked at him and I went, like, okay, fine. He scores like 23 goals in the youth leagues. So I went like, okay, fine, I'll try him out. Very first game I put him in, scores 2 goals for me. And then he scores towards the end of the season when we are chasing for the title, right? He scores 7 goals in 2 games. 7 in 2 games. One is 4 goals in 1 game, and another game he does a hat trick. Man, what a season! His debut season. He takes the title for the most goals scored, I think, by anyone on our place. And now he wants to leave the club. He only played half a season for me. He wants to leave. So this is the thing about playing in Turkey, right? After a while, your players, they all want to, they just want to lift, change their clubs, man. So this is a system that I was using. I like to use. It's a 4-1-4-1 asymmetric system. Asymmetric systems are kind of fun, but it's probably, I'm not going to use it again. Yeah, I'm probably going to stop using it. Turkish Haaland, yeah, man, he's my Turkish Haaland. He's so bloody good. Look at this guy. I mean, does he jump out? He's a phenomenal striker? No, I just love the way he's scoring goals now. Okay, a lot of it's got to do with our tactic, right? So I'll just show you the tactic, right? So we got this tactic. We got a wide midfielder, we got a shadow striker, advanced forward, inside forward attack, central midfielder support. Now this is I won't tell you, this role is very important for me. Okay, he gets a lot of assists. Yeah, this guy gets a shitload of assists. Okay, then we got inverted wingback coming here, and this wide midfielder comes into this pocket here, and they frees up this complete wingback to arrive here. So we've got like basically a 4-1-4-1, right? So, and this inside forward trying to attack the pocket here to score goals. So what will happen is that we've got this link up here, and then we're just trying to get this guy to score goals. But there's a lot of movement, right, in the tactic. Got shadow striker, advanced forward, so putting a lot of pressure on the back line, right? Inside forward going this way. So a lot of it depends on whether I can find the right player for this, find the right player for this, find the right player for this. Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm trying to get him to stay, but he doesn't want to stay. He wants to leave the club already. So I'm very sad that this guy wants to go. I'm hoping that he leaves after I, get my new job, right? So I'm trying to get a new job at a new club. It's not working out for me, man. Damn it. Nobody wants me. Galatasaray don't want me. Fenerbahce don't want me. Besiktas don't want me. None of them. Fenerbahce actually offered me a job 3 seasons ago. But I wanted to stay in this club. Now I'm paying the price. We won the title. Now I want to leave. It's like, the clubs get we work on your bloody timetable. Guess what, dude? You work on ours. Oh yeah, guys, on the guys on Discord, don't forget tomorrow, today is Wednesday, right? So tomorrow we're doing a team talk, right, on set pieces. So we're going to talk about the different setups, because there are like well over 30 variations in set pieces in the game, right? Loads of variations. Some work really well, some don't, right? Which are the ones consistent, and why do I set up set pieces in specific ways? What is the most important thing about set pieces that you need to understand? Like the reset. That's very important. Okay. It's not this part, it's this part. This is the part that is very important in a set piece. So that is what you have to pay attention to. And usually if you pay attention to these small little things, you do okay in your tactics, right? It's like real life as well. Like, sometimes you see teams like Liverpool, right? They have their set pieces, and then you got Trent Alexander-Arnold who's been playing on the right wing, goes and takes a corner from the left wing, and then Andy Robertson does the same on the other side, and then they have a reset as well, right? Once the corner is taken, they have to have a reset. So what they do is they hold their positions, right? They hold their position. It's something we can't do in Football Manager. That's the problem right now. So that's one of the reasons why I'm screaming for a new set piece creator. Yeah, you can set up 3 routines for your team to cycle through in a match. What, set piece routines? Yes, you can. But I wouldn't recommend. I personally don't cycle to too many set piece routines, right? Because I'd rather just stick to one set piece routine per tactic. The moment, and then the only thing is when I start a new game, I just load the collection in, and I go with that. So this is like a very safe tactic for me. It's so safe right now because we play with a standard defensive line. But because of the way this asymmetric system works, right, is I can afford to play with a much higher line of engagement with an asymmetric system. I can't do that with a lot of other tactics because the way we are positioned, I can definitely do a like maximum line of engagement. So what happens is those guys in front are the ones that start the press, right? And these guys, they just pick up the pieces. Far not too bad. But the sport haven't even got a shot on target yet. Oh yeah! Come on, make it 3. So far, so good. First game of the season, looking strong now. The knees. Okay. All right, let's see what we have on the bench, right? Okay, Tarkan's the best as to play. Joey wants to leave the club again. Who's our subs? We got Ahmed, Depaula, Abdullah, the defender, Murad. I have no idea who you are. Melkisa, Burkan, you coming on? Definitely you coming on. Okay. So Yunus hasn't scored a goal. This guy is playing well. Let's wait for Yunus to score a goal. I want him to break the club record for most goals scored. He's on course. I think he's on course for doing that. So far, none of I get like 19 goals on average, that kind of thing. My strikers last few seasons like 20 goals, 19 goals, that kind of thing. But this guy is gonna score. He's gonna score us a lot of goals, and then I won't be able to hang on to him. Which is the reason why when I play these journeyman saves, I don't like my strikers. I like the goals to be spread. Otherwise, my journeyman save gets sucked into this. I'm always having to find a new striker. So I create tactics where the goals are spread among like at least 4 to 5 players. So this tactic, the shadow striker, the advanced forward, and the inside forward, the 3 of them combine for like something like 40 goals, 40 to 50 goals a season. And then we settle into this very boring phase, right? We go camping. They're always trying to find the player on the line, right? It's just the guy in the center. He's always trying to play those killer passes. Like he's aiming for this side of the pitch. And bang, you can't get past my line. Oh, he's gone. Anelka, I don't know, man. He could be like an Anelka in my game. He could be, right? He could end up being an Anelka. So Kashim Pasha, first game of the season. Oh, yeah. See. Ooh, la. Everyone wants to shoot. Okay, wait. Time to take off one of our players. We're going to take off this guy and bring on this guy. He's a youngster. Melkisa Kokna, he can play. Okay. Vulcan is not too bad as a fullback, but I guess this is enough. I haven't changed who takes the set pieces in this tactic. So I'm surprised that my striker is taking it. Another corner. Okay. Go to key highlights. Seen enough of the game already. Okay, we're gonna take off Tarkan and put on this guy. Oh, that's it. Not bad. First game of the season, top of the table. Let's see who is Bursaso supposed to be, right? So I went from being one of those teams that's supposed to be at the bottom of the table to now one of these. So Basak share 9-1, 7-1, 117-2. That's 17 over 2 is about 8.5, right? So yeah. So not super. So we're about 8.5, 7-1, 8.5, and then 9. 5-1. This is like 5.6. Well, this is not too bad. Besiktas is like, odds-on favorites to win the whole thing. Okay. So Fenerbahce, I'm hoping to get the job at one of these three clubs. So I want every single day, this is what I do. I'm waiting for them to offer me a job, right? So the moment they're insecure one way, I'm gonna ask for a chance to take over at the club, man. So first game of the season, not too bad. We lost the did get too many. My XG is not very good. This guy didn't score any goals, right? A bit disappointed. First game of the season, he doesn't get on the score sheet yet. Right. He wants to leave. Oh yeah, he wants a contract as well. Still breakthrough prospect. I think I should change it, right? Let's offer him a new contract, see what he wants. Okay. Bloody hell. Important player already. Okay, finalize promises. Okay, Sunny and important. There was he wants. He wants this is what he wants. Look at that. Minimum fee ridiculous of foreign clubs. 13 million. I'm gonna walk away first. I said they all want to leave the club. So I've got how many seasons with him? I've got to offer him a contract, right? Soon. And that's my problem. 15 million and he's gone, man. That's the problem right now. Joey is not so bad, right? So let's look at Joey. Joey's contract expires 2029. Right, his contract info. Season landmark 2020, 2.62 per annum. Not too bad. He doesn't have a minimum, he doesn't have MRC. So I don't want this guy to have an MRC. That's the only thing right now that's bugging me. So what I'm gonna do is I honestly don't know what to do with him. Change. I'm gonna stay. You got a squad player. I just don't know what to do, man. This is one save. I have to go and sit down, smoke a peace pipe, and then come up with a plan for this boy. That's it. Seriously, don't know what to do. Because I'm gonna lose him. That's what's gonna happen. How do you do that, right? That's the problem I have with this game. I get very attached to my clubs. And now I'm getting very attached to my Kashim Pasha side. So if I do leave for a new club, it's going to be kind of painful playing against my old club. We've really taken time somewhere. Look at that. It took me a few seasons, right? Fifth, sixth. Then we went with fourth. And then finally we won the championship this year. But on the back of these boys, all the youngsters that we groomed, right, the last couple of seasons, they all came through at the end. This guy, he's like a 5-star right now. Look at that potential ability. He can definitely develop into something, right? And then we got this other player also developed into something not too bad, right? Last season he played really well. So the two Dokus. Then we had this Ali Bakir. This one I signed. I signed it for 1.6 million. Now his value is about 4.8 million. okay, not too bad. Yeah, developing slowly. But this is the story. Came through our academy. Popped in from our academy. Academy said, here, this is one of the boys we should be looking at. And then we played him and he just turned hits. This is another one from our academy. But I have to play him now. If I don't play him very soon, but I gotta be very careful about his age, right? So we gotta use him very sporadically. Here another one, Melkisa, 20 years old, not too bad. These are the players that won the title, and I'm taking them into the Champions League. I don't believe it, man. So right now, what we have to do, if you're waiting for the goalkeeper information, right? So we got two goalkeepers now. Lorenzo Montipo. What is this? Reflexes 12 to 17. Kick handling. Oh, forget it. I'm not going to sign him. Nade Zorta. No, this is not a goalkeeper. There's only one goalkeeper here. Another goalkeeper. Alejandro Confente. Hey, not bad. 14 to 20. Handling 12 to 19. Okay. Wait. Wow. How did that happen? Okay. Wait. We want to add to shortlist. Scout player. Julian. Let's go. 450. They've rushing out 19 to 20. Wow. I like this, man. You know why? Because if you play this high line tactics, you want those kind of players. Because you want them to come out, right? And deal with the threat. So if you got good first touch, or they just come out, like your goalkeepers come out, right? And then they rush out. They don't wait for a defender. They don't stay on their line. They actually close the angle. That's what rushing out does. He's got very high rushing out. I have to see the rest of his traits. Scout player. Yeah, I mean David won ball moves. He's a very good. He's decent, man. 30 years old, Valley of Bordeaux. I would use him. So we're just gonna scout him as well. Okay. No more goalkeepers. Okay. Assignments, scout priorities. We got some here. We're gonna remove one. Gonna remove all the non-goalkeepers, right? Okay. No, I'm not gonna remove this. I might need him. Bloody hell. Okay. Cancel the assignment. Done. Okay. Okay, then we got all these at the bottom. We're keeping these two. All right, now we got all this. Simone Mignolet, 1 week on hold. On hold means you gotta go to the top. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, it's here. All right, then he goes to the top. Now he got 2 weeks. So it's no longer on hold anymore. Right? I can push him to the top. He gets first priority. There we go. Now it's priority 1. Okay. So all this is a goalkeeper. This guy is gonna go to the bottom. Okay. This guy's gonna go to the bottom. This guy's gonna go to the bottom. Okay, done. Alright, so you got 1, 2, 3. Now all the goalkeepers are a priority except for Yusuf Sari. Yusuf Sari. I don't want to cancel it. Just push him to the bottom. Okay. So we've got the goalkeepers now. Alright, so these are all the goalkeepers. This guy is 86, Christian Walton. 17. Oh, he's quite good. Star player at Nottingham Forest. There's no way he's coming. It depends where Nottingham Forest is playing, right? Skybet Championship. Okay, done. Ask agent about availability. 7 to 10. He will look forward to playing the Turkish Super League. Why not, man? 17 kicking, 14 handling, reflexes 15. Okay, it's not that bad, but it's not that phenomenal either. Okay. David Soraya. This guy is not too bad. I like him. That's the keeper. But error reach a bit less, not 14. Corners will be a problem. This guy is out of the question. This guy is definitely out. So this guy, we can cancel this guy. Alright, so we just very quickly see what we have to work with, right? Simon Sluga, 10 to 16 is okay. Well, let's see the rest of this. Simon Millionaire, 12 to 16. Let's see the rest. Ahmed Chalik. This is a defender. What are you doing here? This guy is not done yet. Lucas Hag, not bad. Okay, 12 to 16. Communications not too bad. Handling about 14. One-on-ones, reflexes, 12 to 16. Very average keeper. Okay. 14 to 18. Potential. First touch not too bad. Handling not too bad. Reflexes a bit low. Okay. I mean, not something to jump at. Julian Pollisback rushing out. I like this guy. I'm just his priority is what? I want to make him top priority. Okay, where is he? Okay, the only problem is you got to be very careful with how you mess around with the priorities, right? So this guy is gonna be done one day, so he will drop off. Okay, all right, done. There, priority number 1, and priority number 2 is the defender. I mean, it's going to be done one day, so we don't want to waste any time. Okay, I got my goalkeeper, man. I want to look for my keeper. Once I fix the goalkeeper, this team is going to be quite strong. But not in the Champions League. Champions League will be knocked out in the group stages. All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for coming in today. Yeah, we managed to get some tactics done. I got my kids coming home right now. So I've got to go and hang out with the children. There may not be a stream on Friday, right? There's a reason why. Vaccination. My wife is going for her vaccination, so I'm going to be driving her to the vaccination center, and I wanna look after the kids on the day, right? Because the kids will be home, so there's a possibility that she won't be able to look after the kids. So I want to make sure she's okay, right? So I won't be streaming on Fridays. I might stream on the weekend on Sunday on Twitch instead. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. I hope I was able to answer some of your questions and also have a look at some of your tactics. So you guys, once again, thank you for your support. You guys stay safe, stay healthy. There's a video coming out tomorrow. You don't want to miss that one. It's all about getting off on the right foot. Seriously, I don't know why I came out with the title for the video. You guys stay safe, take care. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.